Good morning, good afternoon. I am so grateful to be here with each one of you. I am Ellen Suazo, Ellen Belinda. I'm in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, and everybody knows me as Belinda. So, Ellen Belinda Suazo, and I am a practitioner for One Love Center that is in Brooklyn, New York. And today we continue the celebration of this Sunday with higher, deeper love. Okay, higher, deeper love. And the theme for today is love lift us up where we belong. But before we get started with everything else that we have to share with you, we'll go like we always do with the song of One Love Center. So welcome to One Love Center and enjoy this beautiful song. Wait a second. Oh, oh,
oh, yeah. There's a place where love grows, where the spirit in you knows that you're welcome as you are, shining bright like every star. Come and learn, come and play in the sacred light of day. We're unfolding, growing free in the One Love family. One love, one life, one spirit divine, one heart, one life, your journey and mine, where compassion flows and grace abounds. One love, where love grows, love is found. One love, where love grows all around. Yeah, one love, one life, one life, one life, one spirit divine, yeah. One heart, one light, one light, one light, your journey and mine, where compassion flows and grace abounds. One love, where love grows, love is found. One love, where love grows all around. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Welcome to the sacred space where we honor every face, the splendor of the God in you, shining through in all you do. Learning, growing, hand in hand, together we will understand. Prosperous, giving, hearts set free. One love is our destiny. One love, one light, one spirit divine, one heart, one light, your journey and mine, where compassion flows and grace abounds. One love, where love grows, love is found. One love, where love grows all around. Welcome home to one love, to one. Welcome home to one love, where love grows, yeah. To one love.
Yes. Isn't that a beautiful song? I just love it. I'm so grateful that we have it. So now I'd like to bring our Reverend Rodney, who will be doing our mission and vision. Hi, Reverend Rodney.
Hey, greetings. So glad to be here. A wonderful day to be anywhere. Glad we are here. Glad you are with us. And it's time for our mission statement. This is what it's all about for us. We are on a mission, and we invite you. Our mission is to provide a stable and welcoming community for all who choose to learn, practice, grow, and play in the unfolding of their understanding of your understanding of spiritual principles and spiritual living. We have a vision. This is what we see. We envision the world as a sacred environment where spiritual living flourishes. How? Through the continual growth and development of learning and application of the spiritual principles. We also, our community has been lovingly created as a place of fellowship, meditation, prayer, sacred and healing service, musical celebration classes, workshops, and spiritual film. One Love Center practices compassion in service, love in action, and joyous, prosperous giving in the community. And we welcome everyone, whether you're first time or you've been here before or one of our members, welcome. And we like to say, and we like to just share that energy. And we recognize the splendor of the infinite divine spirit that is you. Please know that we celebrate you. We recognize this truth and we thank you for celebrating spirit with us today. Welcome to a place where love grows. Welcome to One Love Center for Spiritual Living. I'm so glad that you are here.
Thank you, Reverend Rodney. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Isn't that a beautiful thing? Now you know our mission and vision. And so you show where you're standing and who's supporting you in this journey of love. And so now I'd like to bring practitioner Sandra Forrest, and she is from Philadelphia, from CSL Center of Peace in Philadelphia. Sandra, come in.
Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. I am a practitioner at the Center of Peace in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Was invited this morning to be with you for your service. So let us begin the service with an acknowledgement of spirit. So let's take a deep breath. Recognize that spirit is present in everything at all times, in, around, through, and as you, as me, as all that has been created. I know that today the service will be special. It will be enlightening. It will be that which helps you to evolve into that who you wish to be. I know that your soul is open. I know that your soul is welcoming all the information that you will receive today. So I give thanks for that and so very much more, and anchor the words by saying, and so it is.
And so it is. Thank you so much for that beautiful evocation. That was an evocation, my friends. We evoking the spirit within each one of us to be present so we can be present and really take in all that we will be discussing today. And I am knowing that each one of you, as you are wherever you are, um, that you're taking what you are here to receive. And we continue today as I had see. Oh, you see, there it is. As we had mentioned earlier, this week we will be talking about love lift us up. And it is always a blessing to get together with each one of you and to take that space to pause from the place of, wherever we are in our life physically, but also emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, because it is always good to remember the deeper. There's sometimes there's a lot of noise outside, right? So it is good to come back and to retrieve from the world and remember the truth that is you, who you really are, and whose you are. Because what I know is that the world can distract us a lot and make us forget who we are. But we know in this practice of science of mind, this philosophy is that love is is the biggest thing that can heal everything. Okay, is the quality of God that each one of us have, and is compassion, is gratitude. And I wonder, can love truly be commanded? Can gratitude be genuine if it arises from obligation? I don't think so. It's best that we love from a place of freedom that is not something that we have to do. It's something that is what we are. There's nothing to push, there's nothing to pull, there's nothing to make happen because it's already within us. All our part is to remember and to allow. Actually, it has been coming to me that it's about allowing it to be in our lives. And as we allow it, we can perceive it. And as we perceive it, oh my God, as we perceive it, then we can embody it and be it. Imagine doing that. But that comes from always allowing, opening to the greater possibilities of what love is. When we know that, forget about judgments, forget about when the judgment comes in, we can just say, interesting point of view. Interesting point of view that I have that point. Imagine you saying that every time you find yourself in judgment and not in love. So when we do that, I really believe that we can have love lift us up. And today we will have Sandra join us in this in this conversation. So we'll go with our first quote, and I will let Sandra read that first quote.
In its broadest sense, love is the impartation of the self, the givingness of everything we are, or hope to be, or have, and giving it in joy and preservation in complete abandonment. And that's from
Mm,
Ernest Holmes, Creative Living, page 59.
wow. Let's breathe into that and let's sink into that message. Let's sink into that message that Holmes is reminding us that authentic love is not about losing ourselves. It's about expressing the fullness of who we are. And many of us were taught to give because we should, because we have to, that we have to care because that's the right thing to do. That we have to sacrifice because that's what we're here to do. But giving from obligation eventually becomes heavy. Giving from wholeness becomes joyful. It's expansion because you're giving from a place of a full cup. So I like you to notice what prevents love from flowing naturally in your life. And what I like you to think about is what judgments have I, ask yourself, what judgments have I believe about myself? That's what I like you to think. What do you think, Sandra?
I think in addition to that, I would ask myself the question, what am I afraid of? Um, you know, we say that there are only two things, fear or love, and fear is what prevents us usually from loving freely. So
Mm-hmm.
ask yourself, what are you afraid of?
Mm-hmm.
And then come back to, how can I give myself more fully?
Mm-hmm. And that fear, you just you touched into the fear, and what came to me when you said that, that's where the judgment comes in, right? The
Yes,
fear
absolutely.
is caused by the judgment that we are putting out there, right? Immediately, and it happens so fast that most of us think, we don't even think it's a judgment, or we don't even notice it, right? Because
Yes.
we're so used to it, right?
Yeah. So if you're finding that your relationships or finding that you don't think you have the love that you desire in your life, then you need to look inside yourself rather than looking outside yourself, and look at where you're coming from and look at what you are fearing, um, and what you're holding back in yourself. In order to receive, you must give freely, And giving freely requires you to do it without fear or judgment.
Mhm. That's right. That's right. Beautiful. So let's go into our next quote. And the next quote says, love begets tolerance, and tolerance begets understanding, which is being able to put oneself in the other person's place and see why he or she acts as he or she acts, why he does what he does. Thus, love can create a better world in which to live. It is the one power which can and must bring peace to a changing world. And that is taken from Ernest Holmes' Science of Mind, the Science of Mind book, page 407. Any thoughts about that, Sandra?
As I look at relationships and I look at communication and interactions with other people, I think we often react based on what's inside of ourselves, our own fears, our own experiences. And so we read into other people's behavior based on what we believe. And so one of the things that I think this quote is saying, come outside of yourself, put aside your own beliefs, put aside your own reactions from past experiences, and look at other people as one with yourself and putting yourself in that other person's place so that you're able to understand where they're coming from and thus react from a place of love. And that's kind of what I see from that quote.
Mhm. You know, when I saw that quote, I actually became curious. And I was asking myself, can I really be in somebody else's shoes? Can I really put myself in somebody else's shoes? And I find it very challenging because my journey, it has never, what I've learned is that there's not one human journey that is alike. Each one of us have our own journey, have had our own journey, and continue to evolve in our own terms and our own timing. And so I find it difficult to do that, to what he's asking. But what I find, what came to me is that I can come from a place of awareness, and with that awareness that my life or my journey is none like the other. And so who am I to judge it? Who am I to judge someone? And so instead of being judgmental about it, about what other people are doing or how they're acting, knowing that they are acting from a place of their own experiences, and it has nothing to do with me. Not to take it personal, right? Because a lot of times I think that we go into the judgment because we are taking it personal, like it's ours. And so, how about if we begin to allow each person to be who they are without judging it? And I think my invitation to this Love Lift Us Up is about letting each person that comes into your life to be who they are, knowing that they are in their own path, knowing that they are in their own evolution, knowing that they are in their own timing, and that I'm not the one who have it right because I am on my own journey as well. You see? So then I think that from that place, then I can be in full compassion and really feel the love for others, right? Feel the love that no matter how they are acting, to recognize that they are not who they are acting. They are not that. They are so much more, right? Because a lot of times I can judge for what they're doing, and I can give them a label because of what they did. So that to me, that I come into that place of being curious, like, wow, isn't that amazing? What else can I be? What other ways can I be there present for others,
Mhm.
and just knowing that they're loved and I'm loved and we are all one. Or maybe what is this teaching me about me? because I think that every moment that we have with another is really an opportunity to love more, to allow the love in us to really reveal and bring us to the wholeness that each one of us is, right?
Mhm.
So let's do the next quote. Let me see how this go. The next quote. Where are we? Okay, thank you. So the next quote, can you please take that?
But when you perceive yourself and others as souls, you bring love, truth, compassion to your interactions with others. Then you are a mirror of their soul. A soul recognizes another soul. And that's from Ram Dass. Be loved now, the path of the heart.
Mm, mm. I love that because it really was, it was what I was saying, right?
Yes,
It was what I was saying. And I
yes,
forgot that this was coming after, to be honest with you. I was just letting my inner guide speak for me. But it's speaking about what I just said a few
right,
seconds ago, right?
right. Um, Once you acknowledge and recognize each individual that you meet as one with you, you can treat them with more compassion and love because you recognize that the two of you are one and we
Exactly.
are one with everyone in the universe. So
Exactly.
um, I think that that gives you the perception of individuals that is that is not judgmental,
Mm-hmm.
um, that is not fearful,
Mm-hmm.
that is compassionate, and it is a way of operating in the world that brings more peace.
Yes. 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 Yes to that. Yes. And the question that comes to me is, what else is possible here?
Hmm.
How about if we keep that question in our mind when we are with another, and we see and we begin to judge and say, what more is possible here? Or I invite you to use this tool that I've been using. Interesting point of view, that I have this point of view of this person. What more is possible here?
Yes.
What more is possible here? What I'm not yet aware of, or what wants to be revealed beyond my first impression, or what I'm sensing, or what I'm noticing. I think that when we begin to become the observant, when we begin to be the observant, then we can really be in the question.
Hmm. I also want to say that people come into your life to, in some ways, to show you you.
Oh,
And so that's another way of looking at your relationships is that what is there for me to learn in this relationship? What is this relationship showing me about me? And that's another way to see the oneness in relationships too.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. So we also have few questions here. Can you read? Are you able to see them and read them?
No,
No.
I
Okay,
can't.
no problem. I'll let me see. I'll spend my no. Okay. So I believe it says, how will my interactions change today? If I consciously choose to see myself and every person I meet as a soul worthy of love, compassion, and understanding. Right? Because just like you mentioned, when we meet another, and we really not is I think it's beyond understanding, is I like to call it beyond understanding this human experience, right? That knowing that no matter what, no matter the circumstances, no matter the situations or conditions, each one of us know deep within ourselves that there's only one. regardless of what's showing up. And that's not it sounds easy when we say it, but when we are in certain situations, we tend to forget. I'm one of them. Please, please, whoever is watching this, know that I'm still practicing. All these things that I'm saying, I am practicing on a daily basis. And the expansion that becomes the person that you become each day is someone new. I'm not the same person that was yesterday, not even this morning, earlier this morning. And I think, and to be compassionate with our own selves, right? With our own self, because a lot of times we talk about with others, right? But really, it begins with I. It begins with me. It starts with moi, right?
Yeah, and the other thing is that if when you see yourself in that way, you develop more patience,
Yes.
and you're able to see better because you take out of the interaction any negative emotions you may feel. You take out of the interaction any reactions you may have to them, and you put all that aside to be able to see the individual as a soul and not as a body, you know.
Yeah.
So your reactions, your interactions become more patient and more compassionate as a result.
Yes. I agree. I agree. And it's a practice.
It's a practice.
Remember, remember to all of you, it's a daily practice. And
That's
as
right.
we practice, it becomes I tell my clients, it becomes a way of life,
Yes.
because you practice it so much that you don't even think about it no more. It's just what it is. It's just who you are. It's just who you have become. Simple. So that's what I know.
And you
And
get an
I come.
affirmation. You get an affirmation because your life begins to change as well, and your
Yes.
relationships start changing.
Yes, yes, yes. And that is the most beautiful part of it, right?
Absolutely.
Because now you're not speaking from theory, from something that you read
Right.
from a book.
That's
You
right.
actually living it. And who can tell you different?
That's right.
So the next quote, we get our next quote here. Okay, the next quote says, "Little children, let us love, not in word or speech, but in truth and action." What comes to you, Sandra?
I think it's about understanding and accepting what is true and acting from that. If you are accepting that you are spirit, that you are one with everyone, and that love is at the center of your being, then you act from that. You act from that place, from that belief. And
Mm-hmm.
that is what truly changes everything. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so, seeing yourself, loving yourself first, because you can't love anybody else unless you love yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Loving yourself, and then knowing that you are one with others. It's not about what you read. It's not about what somebody else says. It's about what you believe,
Mm-hmm.
and you act from that.
That's right. That's right. So again, this really is like we're touching about the points before the quotes comes in. That's I'm finding that really amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And it's just what I was saying, that we have to be it. We have to practice it. And when we practice it, um, now it becomes we embody it, because now we're you know we're just coming from that place. And when we embody it and it's a way of living, now your life becomes an inspiration. Now your life is an inspiration to everyone that comes into your life.
Hmm.
You don't have to say anything. I remember when I was starting in this journey, in this teachings, um, in way into the early 2000, one of my prayers were, I want to, I this, my heart desires not to say too much, but to be it. That when I go anywhere or I be anywhere or say something, that that shows up without me even saying something.
Mm-hmm.
That I can be the inspiration without saying something, that my life can be an inspiration without mentioning something, without trying to convince anyone, without trying to convince anyone. Because when I don't have to convince anyone, they can convince themselves.
That's right.
And it's so much easier, right? Because we resist someone convincing us, right?
Yes,
We don't
absolutely.
want no one to convince us. We don't want that.
Right.
We want to be the ones who make the choices. And when we make the choices, I think also it makes sense, because when we make the choices, they are ours, and we can live by it. We can make our own commitments for our own life, right?
Yes, absolutely. And how you live your life is an example for everyone. You become the light that is the example. You know.
That's right. That's right. I love it. I love it. Okay, so the next quote, you can go ahead and read it. I think that's the last quote.
Mystics experience a full bodied embrace of divine love and acceptance and then spend their lives trying to verbalize and embody that. They invariably find ways to give that love back through forms of service and worship, but it's never earning the love, it's always returning the love.
Hmm. Returning the love.
I think
Imagine.
yeah, I think we just talked about that, about
Mm-hmm.
being the light,
Yes.
about doing, about instead of you know
Talking.
talking about.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I always felt, I remember from since I was a little girl, I always put more value into what people did than what they say. I
Hmm.
always remember having that wisdom, you know, and, and as I continue to grow, I realized that has always been in me. I hear people say things and it sounds beautiful, but I always like watching what are they doing. I'm like a little kid. I always tell people I'm like a little child. Okay, like a little girl. If you say something, you better do what you say, because I'm gonna keep you accountable to it.
And you can learn more about people from watching them than from watching what they do than listening to what they say. So
Yes, yes,
that's
yes.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just what you were saying, right? That we were that we were talking about it, right? We were
Yes.
actually talking about it, saying, "Hey, we gotta be it. We gotta embrace it." And so, if there's one thing that those of you that are watching us today or later that you can take from this conversation, it's just be the love that you are, because you already are. It's not something that you have to look for. It's already in you. Become aware of it. Okay, become aware that that's what you are. Okay, there's nothing other than that you are. It's already in you. And feel that love, starting from recognizing it, that is in you, that is you. Okay, that is that all that around you is love. No matter what's going on in your life, no, that's the experience. Okay, that's the experience. Even the challenging things is love. Why? Because through them, it shakes something in you that gives you a new awareness. Because now when challenging things happen, you're paying more attention. That's what I've noticed. That we pay more attention when challenging things happens.
But even with challenging things, we need to understand that there are blessings in the challenge.
Yes.
So, and the whole idea of love and love of self is so important. I have a fellow practitioner who says, and I'm misquoting probably, she says, "You are loved, lovable, and loved."
Yes.
So I think that remembering that helps us to share love.
Yes. Yes, that is so true. That is so true. So I am knowing and affirming that today, as we explore this thing called love, for us to remember that it's not an emotion.
No.
It's definitely not an emotion. There's is nothing to be. You don't have to look for it, okay? But it's a way of being. It's a way of being. It's action. Love is a verb. It's action.
Mhm.
Be love because that's what you are. There's nothing other than that you are. So just become aware of that beingness, of that amazing being that you are, and open yourself to it. Open yourself to it. And as you open yourself with it, I lately I have become very curious. You know, children are very curious. I have two little ones living with me, and I learned so much from them. You know, my grandchildren, they're 5 and 6.5. And I learned so much from them. And what about if we become so curious about life, about ourselves? And as we do that, we make those conscious choices, right? We make those conscious choices. And one of the greatest gifts of Ernest Holmes that I love this quote that I remember when I read it the first time, I was just like, yes, that is beautiful. I'm going to take that. I'm going to keep that. I love that. And that is that Ernest Holmes left us with this invitation to keep ourselves open at the top.
Mhm.
Ernest Holmes did not say, oh, everything that I have in this science of book that I've learned, that I've studied, is what is going to take you to heaven. No, he said, keep yourself open at the top, meaning that he understood that each one of us have our own wisdom. And as we continue to keep ourselves open at the top, we have so much more to evolve beyond what he was able to experience. You know, I honor his journey because throughout his journey, I have been able to have a better understanding of who I am and what I am. So remain teachable, remain open. That's my invitation to you. Become available
Mhm.
and trust the process. Trust the process because love is infinite. It's not finite. It's infinite. What would be your invitation to all our listeners, Sandra?
I think that I would ask that everyone act from the heart, to feel love in your heart, to believe in the love in your heart, that is spirit, and then to act from that place,
Mm-hmm.
which is a place of love.
That's right. That's right.
Mhm.
That's right. So this week, I'd like to leave you with a contemplative um, question, and I'd like you to to stay curious. That's my invitation to you. To stay curious, to be the love that you are, act from that, embody that love, and so rather than asking yourself, right? Rather than asking yourself, am I doing enough? Perhaps maybe you want to ask, what is life inviting me to become aware today? Where is love trying to express itself through me? And what new possibilities might become available if I allow love, not fear, like Sandra mentioned early in this conversation, not fear, not judgment or habit, to guide our next step, but to be love, the guide. That's my invitation to you. So take a picture of these questions and keep it throughout the week and keep asking those questions to yourself. Stay in the question and see and have a journal next to you so you can write down what comes to you. And I would love for you to share what comes to you. Please continue the conversation. Send us you can go back to this streaming, to this recording on our Facebook page or our YouTube page, and continue the conversation. What has come to you with these questions as you continue to contemplate these questions? Okay, that is my invitation to you. So now we moved into I think that we're gonna, let's see, just give me a moment. Oh, I know what we're moving to. Now I'm going to do an affirmation. We're going to do an affirmation. And the affirmation is, it is so. We breathe first, okay? Let's take a deep breath. Let's anchor. Let's be present. And the first affirmation is, it is so that I'm consciously co-creating a higher, deeper love in the world. Take a deep breath. It is so that I am consciously co-creating a higher, deeper love in the world. Next affirmation, please, Sandra.
It is so that I give love and joy without reservation and in complete abandonment. It is so.
Take a deep breath. It is so that I give love and joy without reservation and complete abandonment. The next quote, the next affirmation, it says, it is so. It is so. I bring love, truth, and compassion to my interactions with others. Take a deep breath. It is so that I bring love, truth, and compassion to my interactions with others. And so it is, and now it is. And in that space, I will do we will go into the treatment. That's an affirmative prayer. And I invite you to just be with those affirmations, and that you can keep those affirmations for the week to walk with you. Remembering that there's only one power, one love, one mind. And most importantly, that you and me, each one of us is a cell, is a cell of that body of love. We are part of it. You and me are part of it. Everything is part of it. There's not one thing in this universe that is not it. And as I remember and as I become aware and as I embrace it, as I embrace that truth, I can sit in it. I can be in it. I can feel the expansion all around me. I can feel that infinite love that I am. And when I say I am speaking about you. Yes, about you. There's not one of us that is not part of it. The animal kingdom, nature, Mother Earth, the universe, and all the universes beyond our imagination. Yes. And what I know is that each one of us, after this month of diving into deeper love as the theme of the month, we continue to evolve. We continue to be more conscious of the amazing beings that each one of us is. And that each one of us are able to remember and to embrace and to be that love, to inspire others to remember and to be aware of it. As when we become aware of that love, then the remembrance comes in and the doing comes in, because we have no other choice than to be it. And the invitation that comes to me is to imagine a place where each one of us become aware of the love that each one of us is and live in harmony, because we have become aware and are embracing and being that love with each other, with which with all will be living in harmony, in abundance of all our needs and so much more. I give thanks that I'm able to imagine a world where all is love, that all is driven by love. I invite you to keep the questions in your heart, especially those moments that we go into judgment, and experience a life full of grace, full of ease, joy, not because challenges are not there, but because regardless of the challenges, we can sit, pause, and be it. I give thanks for this and so much more. And in that gratitude, I let it be. I let it be. And so it is, and now it is. Ashe.
Ooh, thank you so much, Ellen. I know there was a little technical difficulties there, and I will handle the next part. And what you experienced, even though there was some distortion, you got the vibe, you got the feeling, you got the word, and the word is prayer. It is more than prayer. It's a deeper understanding and knowingness from within that we call treatment, treating the mind, spiritual mind treatment. And as you can see, that we most certainly welcome prayer. We welcome it. This is what we're trained to do. This is what we love to do. This is what we are trained to know. So we are prayer professionals, ready, willing, and able to remind you that spirit is the power, charged and always ready within you for your immediate use. This is what we do to remind you of that. And as you can see, we have prayer requests that you can make. You can send into our email, onelove@onelovecenter.org, or you can leave a voicemail at 646-685-3344. Now, that's the request that we make for you. We also invite you to let us know when your prayer has been answered. Okay, it's a two-way street. We pray for you. You let us know when your prayer is answered, and we do prayer requests for a period of 7 days. Whatever your situation is, and like I like to say, regardless of how much good is going on in your life, if you feel you can't handle it, let us know. If there's anything less than that, let us know, and we will most certainly pray for a period of 7 days. And if it's answered in a day or 2 or 3 or whatever time, let us know and we'll stop. And maybe you'll have something else for us to treat about. If it's not answered, we'll continue to pray for another 7 days. So let us know. Okay. And most certainly, again, let us know when that prayer has been answered. If you need more in-depth time, that can be arranged. It's for a fee basis. However, no one is turned away. So please use us, as the song goes. Use me, use us. That's what we're here for. Okay. And please remember that we keep all prayer requests in the strictest of confidence. You can also use the Centers for Spiritual Living World Ministry of Prayer, and that information was up already. It's oneprayer@csl.org, or you can call 424-235-4326 if you want to contact World Ministry of Prayer. Okay. And again, our information is up here as well. So you can leave a voice message, 646-685-3344, or and so that's it. So we're going to move to the next bit of information that is necessary for you to know. And that is, we are grateful and thankful for your givingness, for your taking the opportunity to share of your abundance. We are so grateful that you do give. Where is it? What happened? Oh, here we are. Let's take that off. Okay. So what you can do, as Ellen always reminds us, that we joyfully receive any amount that you feel like you like to share, that you like to give. And we're grateful for your donations to One Love. You can go to our website, go to PayPal, or any way in which you would like to give. Go to our website, onelovecsl.org, and just know that it is appreciated. It's been doing great work for this is like our 14th year. And so thank you for all those who have helped support us in supporting you. And again, the website, onelovecenter.org. You can also use the Cash Me app, which is $OLC $One Love Center, CSL. God, I'll get it right. $One Love CSL. That's it. So thank you so much for your giving us. We have an affirmation of abundance to support our prosperity consciousness. And as Ellen also reminds us, is to put your hand over your heart and I say, feel that vibration. Feel that love energy that goes forth from your thoughts and your words. And the affirmation of abundance, it says, and you can join me if you like, silently or out loud. Money, as one of the many gifts of spirit, is good. And as I share my offerings, I know that I am actively creating a space to receive more gift and more money and more good. And I am grateful for the ability to give and for the good work these gifts do in our center and in our world. And now it is. Thank you so much. And we also have some announcements. And the first announcement is the book of the month, all about love. There's a clue for what we've been doing all month. By Bell Hooks, all about love, new visions. It is, as it says, a New York Times bestseller. It is a very powerful book that empowers us in our conversations with ourselves and others about love. Also, tech support. Yes, we could use tech support. If you know anybody interested in joining us and helping, our Sunday broadcasts uh, be, even better for you, if possible, we're requesting technical assistance to manage the broadcast. And please let us know if you know someone or it comes up in conversation about how to be of service. We most certainly welcome you. You can email us at onelovecenter.org, or you can call our number and let us know. And it wouldn't have to be every Sunday. However, we do welcome your participation. Also, Science of Mind magazine. This month, we're ending this month, we talked about love, an exquisite view, to higher, deeper love. And here's the quote for today. The affirmation for today. It says, "Love transforms me. Each moment I align more deeply with spirit and step into my divine destiny." And this whole month was lovingly submitted by Reverend Dr. Sonny Cantrell Smith, who is our spiritual leader of our organization. And Science of Mind magazine, you can actually get it free for 6 months. Just email us and let us know that you're interested in being on our mailing list, being a member of One Love Center, and you'll get 6 months free of the Science of Mind magazine. So that's a great deal. All right, next is Convention of the Americas. This is awesome. This is a bilingual Pan-American spiritual gathering. It's a connection of us like-minded people. This is what we do. We come together and it's a party, but we also deepen our awareness. We deepen our connection with each other and the one, and people come from all over to this. Ellen will be there. I will be there. Lita Perez, our other practitioner, will be there. And it's just going to be great. We're going to have wonderful rituals, wonderful celebrations. And definitely check it out. July 21st to the 25th. You can, early bird, I think it's over, last Friday. However, you would still absolutely enjoy it. Okay, moving right along. There's just so much to say about it. Cultural exchange, deep connection, and there will be spiritual leaders and people from just all over. So you definitely want to check it out. And maybe if you can watch it online, maybe some parts of it will be available. Okay, next is what we have is, where is it? Okay. Is Save the Date. This is the People of African Descent New Thought group, which has created Celebrating Our Soul Conference. I'm going to play a very quick video for you, and so you can see more of what it's about.
Rudy Nyumbani is Swahili for come home. The People of African Descent New Thought Group invite you to follow your ancestral call to attend Celebrating Our Soul, Claiming Our Sacred Power at Unity Village from August 13th through 16th, 2026. This special time calls you to awaken, remember your sacred power, take the journey to transform challenge into conquest, where you depart from your former self to embrace your genuine power. Our music will inspire you. Our singers will awaken you. Keynote speakers like Ishmael Tete will serendipitously or intentionally connect you with your spirit and your roots. Reverend Michael Beckwith will have you on your feet, either praising God or getting down from your inner spirit to the top of your crown chakra. The African drummers from the Traditional Music Society and the Isoke dancers will have you dancing with your ancestors. And the brilliant masterclass presenters will open your minds and hearts in miraculous ways. Energy healing workers will restore your body so that it is in alignment with your newly revived spirit. You can get Reiki, a massage, craniosacral therapy, or do daily Qigong with Baji Daniels. There are many activities on the program and a couple of off-site trips. But you can stay on the grounds and chill if you'd like. Enjoy the fountains or labyrinth or peaceful trails, or simply chill with your friends. If you can't be there in person, don't fret. Our virtual option is now available. Virtual registrants will be able to access the Zoom recordings 2 weeks after the conference ends, Monday, August 31st. The recordings will be available for 1 month through September 30. To be there virtually on Zoom, go to padntg.breezechms.com/forum/COS virtual 2026. Again, that's padntg.breezechms.com/forum/COS virtual 2026. It's up to you how you celebrate your soul. But whatever you do, please celebrate you and get your ticket today at padntg.org. See you there.
All right. Definitely want to be able to catch that as well. So, that's all of the announcements. We're going to bring everybody back.
Hey.
Here we are.
That was beautiful. Thank you, Sandra, for being here with us. I'd like to invite you, if you want to tell our viewers a little bit about yourself. I apologize for not bringing that up early on. Or if you have anything that you're doing in your world that you'd like to take this moment to announce.
Well, I think I did say I had been a practitioner since 2012 with the Center of Peace. At the Center of Peace, I've held many roles over the years. Board member, I've been head of the practitioner corps, or co-head of the practitioner corps. Right now, I am chairing the Education Care Circle, and we're responsible for classes and workshops at the center. So, it's been an uplifting and personally evolving experience. And I'm glad to have met you and participated in your service today. And thank you very much for having me.
I am very grateful and filled with gratitude to have you and for this opportunity to speak a bit more about love.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you for saying yes. Thank you for your participation. Just adding, truth, truth to power, from power, I like to say. So, yeah, thank you. And I believe Ellen's going to lead us in our closing prayer.
Sure. So allow ourselves to just be in this space of love, recognizing that all is love. The more I recognize and the more I become aware of that love that is all around me, I know it's with me, as me, in me. I'm it. Yes, I am it. And remember, you are it. And so walk and be love this whole week and continue to be it. And inspire people, your family, your loved ones, your co-workers, wherever you go, be love and be the inspiration of being love. So we can really be in this world that we can all create of harmony where we all count, where we all take care of each other, or where we, um, without forcing ourselves, it's just part of who we are. And so being in love, being love, being it, allow us to enjoy this beautiful earth, this beautiful place that we are in. And so I said, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Reverend Rodney. Thank you, Sandra, for your gift of being here in this celebration. And so it is, and now it is. Ashe.
So it is, and now it is.
There it is.
Thank you all.
All right. We have a
You.
closing song that you want to stick around and maybe even dance to. Here we go. And we'll be back for our closing remark.
Oh, ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. There's a place where love grows, where the spirit in you knows that you're welcome as you are, shining bright like every star. Come and learn, come and play in the sacred light of day. We're unfolding, growing free in the one love family. One love, one life, one spirit divine, one heart, one life. Your journey and mine, where compassion flows and grace abounds. Whoa. One love, where love grows, love is found. One love, where love grows all around. Yeah. Through our prayer and meditation, joyous sacred celebration, we give thanks for all we are. Every soul has come so far. Love in action, service true, the divine spirit that is you. We're awakening, can't you see? Living love and living free. One love, one life, one spirit divine, one heart, one life. Your journey and mine, where compassion flows and grace abounds. One love, where love grows, love is found. One love, where love grows all around. Yeah, yeah. Welcome to this sacred space where we honor every face, the splendor of the God in you, shining through in all you do. Learning, growing hand in hand, together we will understand. Prosperous, giving, heart set free. One love is our destiny. One love, one life, one spirit divine, one heart, one life. Your journey and mine, where compassion flows and grace abounds. Oh, one love, where love grows, love is found. One love, where love grows all around. One love, where love grows all around. One love, where love grows all around. Welcome home to one love. Yeah. Welcome home to one love. Where love grows. Where love grows. Where love grows.
All right. Thank you all. Thank you, Sandy.
Ciao, ciao.
Thank you, Alex. All right. We'll do it again next week. All
Thank
right.
you. Bye.
Peace.